Tiki yangu, hii generation tumekuja kwa mipango mingine. Tutaparalyze serikali na tutatoa kila mambo za madudu zile zimefanyika kwa nchi yetu kwa sababu tu tuweze kuwafunua macho wale watu ambayo hawako na ufahamu sahihi juu ya nini inaendelea. Watu ambayo mpaka leo.
Dear viewer, you are welcome to our Dokiza TV podcast. Tanzania. Why Suluhu Hassan bid to silence digital activists will fail. That is our topic today. A new force is shaking Tanzania's political landscape. The post-Magufuli period has seen a dramatic expansion of civic space. This expansion is not led by traditional opposition parties alone. A fearless generation of digital natives has seized the stage. They use social media to dissect governance and expose corruption. Their tools are smartphones, viral tweets, and biting artistic commentary. This movement has fundamentally broken the state's monopoly on public narrative. Young Tanzanians are now leading the most intense national conversation in decades. They are demanding accountability, transparency, and genuine democratic participation. This podcast looks at the irreversible shift in Tanzanian society. How has civic space expanded, despite crackdown, since the demise of President Magufuli? Who are some of the key influencers in the current period? Why is the crackdown by Suluhu Hassan bound to fail? The expansion of civic space post-Magufuli. The passing of President John Magufuli in 2021 marked a pivotal moment. His administration was characterized by severe restrictions on free speech. Opposition rallies were banned, and media outlets were shuttered. The election of President Samia Suluhu Hassan initially raised hopes for liberalization. While some physical political restrictions have persisted, the digital revolution has flourished. The proliferation of affordable internet and smartphones created a new arena. Platforms like Twitter, Instagram, and YouTube became the new public squares. Here, critique could not be easily stopped by a police permit. This digital space has become the primary engine for civic education and mobilization. It circumvents traditional, often state-controlled, information channels. Who are emerging as some of the great influencers in the clamor for change? A diverse group of young activists scattered all over Tanzania and in the diaspora has emerged as major influencers. They command audiences of hundreds of thousands with compelling content.
Jina la tume kutoka Tume ya Taifa ya Uchaguzi wakaita Tume Huru ya Uchaguzi. Yani Juma akaitwa Mwajuma. Sisi wa Tanzania hawakulalamika juu ya jina la Tume ya Uchaguzi. Hiyo Tume ya Uchaguzi, je, wasimamizi wa uchaguzi wa serikali za mitaa wanatokana na nani?
1. Mange Kimambi, a fearless investigative blogger and influencer. She relentlessly exposes alleged corruption in public procurement deals. Her detailed posts have sparked major public debates on graft. Senior government officials including the President and the Attorney General have sometimes had to react to her statements. 2. Habil Oloka, a sharp political commentator and digital strategist. He breaks down complex governance issues into digestible online content. His analysis provides a framework for understanding political events. 3. Nasra Mohammed, a bold social media personality and activist. She uses direct, street-level language to critique leadership failures. She mobilizes youth around issues of unemployment and economic justice. 4. Maxence Melo, the co-founder of Jamii Forums, a pioneering whistleblowing platform. His long-standing work has created a secure space for leaking documents. He laid the groundwork for today's digital activism. 5. Mtataji wa Pile, an anonymous satirical writer on social media. He uses sharp wit and parody to critique politicians and CCM. His anonymity highlights the creative defiance of the era. 6. Zito Kabwe, while a seasoned politician, he has mastered digital engagement. The ACT Wazalendo leader uses platforms to present detailed policy alternatives. He bridges traditional opposition and the new digital wave. 7. Neville Mina, a prominent human rights lawyer and vocal social media user. He provides legal perspectives on government actions and defends the arrested. He gives legal credibility to the movement's demands. 8. One in Anonymous Collective, a group of comic artists and musicians. They produce viral content critiquing societal and political issues. They show the power of art as a tool for resistance. The established critics, a foundation of dissent. This new wave does not operate in a vacuum. It stands on the shoulders of persistent critical voices. They maintained the flame of dissent during darker, more repressive times. 1. Tundu Lissu, the fiery Chadema vice chairman, remains the most prominent political detainee. His long-standing defiance made him a symbol of resistance for years. 2. Freeman Mbowe, the Chadema national chairman, endured a long terrorism-related trial. His resilience under pressure cemented his status as an opposition pillar. 3. Maria Saranjit Hai, the founder of #Change Tanzania, a vibrant online activism platform. She has consistently organized and amplified critical voices for years. 4. Journalists and lawyers, brave individuals from media and legal spheres. They challenged narratives in courtrooms and through independent reporting. Why the crackdown is bound to fail. The government has not been passive. It has attempted to silence these new voices. There have been arrests, intimidation, and proposed restrictive laws. The Cybersecurity Act is often wielded as a threat. Yet, these efforts are proving counterproductive. Each arrest creates 10 new online activists. Information moves faster than the state's ability to contain it. The October 2025 election claims, for instance, were fact-checked in real time. Citizens shared images of empty polling stations instantly. The state's inflated 98% victory claim was mocked into a national joke. This represents a permanent loss of narrative control. The bravery of these youths, posting from the streets or courtrooms, inspires others. They have shown that fear is a diminishing tool for the state. So, what does this new reality in the Tanzanian civic space portend? The genie cannot be put back in the bottle. Tanzania's political culture has changed forever. The best path for the government is a fundamental mindset shift. It must wake up to this new reality of an engaged, digital citizenry. Suppression will only deepen the crisis and fuel more radical demands. The government should formally recognize and accommodate dissent. This means creating channels for dialogue with these new influencers. It means protecting freedom of expression in both physical and digital spaces. The vibrant use of arts, music, poetry, and memes should be seen as a national asset. These are legitimate forms of civic participation and political commentary. A nation that listens to its creative and critical youth is stronger. A government that engages them builds legitimacy and true stability. In conclusion, Tanzania is at a crossroads shaped by its youth. The expansion of civic space is now digital, democratic, and relentless. The old strategies of information control and intimidation are obsolete. The youthful energy seen online and on the streets is Tanzania's present. It is also undoubtedly Tanzania's future. The stability of the nation depends on embracing this noisy, vibrant new conversation. Leaders must choose to be part of this dialogue or be rendered irrelevant by it. The choice for a just and peaceful Tanzania is clear. Listen, engage, and reform. With that, thank you for watching, and see you in our next Dokiza TV podcast.
Ndugu yangu, hii generation tumekuja kwa mipango mingine. Tutaparalyze serikali na tutatoa kila mambo za madudu zile zimefanyika kwa nchi yetu kwa sababu tu tuweze kuwafunua macho wale watu ambayo hawako na ufahamu sahihi juu ya nini inaendelea. Watu ambayo mpaka leo wanahisi kwa sababu tu sisi tunachukia Samia kwa sababu ni Muislamu ama kwa sababu sio mtu ya Tanganyika. Hapana. Nchi yetu ndugu yangu imefanyika mambo makubwa na mabaya na ya kuumiza moyo yako sana.